Hello friends and welcome back. This is episode 54 of our Terraria 1.2 Let's Play, and I am here out in a field contemplating the transience of meaning or something like that, and basically just trying to farm up one of those Nimbus rods that I've heard can be a pretty useful little bonus to have with you if you're going in for a certain fight that I happen to be going in for in just a few moments here. So today is going to be the Plantera fight. I've done pretty much everything I could think of to try and get myself ready for that specific instance of combat. As you can see, I'm wearing a slightly different helmet. This is the Ranger-oriented helmet for the Chlorophyte set, and it's going to allow me to do much better. What was that spark? Did you see that spark flying over to the left? Anyway, it's going to let me do a significantly better amount of damage with the Mega Shark, which is ruthless also. And I've also found an umbrella hat just a moment ago, which is kind of funny, so that's what that looks like. As well as I've also got a giant bow, which I actually had gotten on a prior episode, I think, but I might have done it off camera and forgotten to show it off. Either way, there it is. Kind of adorable. Goes well with my princess gear, I suppose, although that's already a headgear piece, so I guess I can't have both. Okay, so I think we're going to get ready to go back home. Doesn't seem like the Nimbus want to come out, the Nimbi or whatever we're calling them. I found one, and that was about it. They are remarkably reclusive for clouds, given how many clouds we can see in the background. Oh, there's one. Watch this. If this is the one that drops the rod, that would be impressive. It is not. Oh, look, another one. Alright, well, had every opportunity there, I suppose. Oh, look, another one. As soon as I take the water candle away, then they start showing up. I haven't had hardly any. I just had one. That's weird. Maybe they like to come out more at night? I'm not really sure how this works. So anyway, I was pondering using the Chlorophyte armor versus the Tortoise armor, or the Turtle armor. I think this is going to be the better option, and there it is, Nimbus Rod. Totally random luck. I don't have any way to have manipulated that, so that's pretty hilarious. That's quite fortunate. So let's head back, and let's not crash the game for once, because I'd really like to not lose that. So, other stuff that happened between episodes, I spent a lot of time. I spent like 2 hours setting up the area for the fight, so I'm kind of really hoping that this goes well, because if it doesn't, well, the bulb is kind of in the spot that it needs to be, and if I need to go and readapt the whole little arena that I built, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to take an awful long time. Not to mention I also used up most of my Chlorophyte setting up the bullets that I need. You can see I have a full set, 999 there, and then 610 there. So I've got 1609 as my full number. What did I want to do? I wanted to drop something off in my inventory. Also, what did I get for presents? Pine tree blocks. Well, I've got a lot of those now. I seem to be collecting present stuff, and the game has been remarkably generous with new objects. As you can see in... which one is it? This one here. There's actually a whole set of, I guess this is Kenny. We're building the Kenny gear, and then we've got the Stan gear here. I don't know if there's going to be Kyle and Cartman gear, but we've also got an ugly sweater and reindeer antlers. And you can see there's a snow globe in the garbage because I've got so many of them now that I simply don't want anymore. I've actually kind of like, I've got, I think, 4 or 5 of them, and I just went ahead and fought the Frost, whatever we're calling them, the Frost invasion again one more time, and they don't drop anything. It seems like a total waste, to be honest. There was really nothing worth mentioning, just snow blocks mostly, a little bit of gold. They didn't even hardly drop presents, which is like, alright, I don't understand the point of this invasion, other than to activate the Santa NPC, I suppose. And I've got full gel, so I don't really need that. And, okay, so in my inventory right now, I've got 3 Iron Skin potions, which I'm hoping is going to last long enough. Some regeneration potions, Thorns potions, so they take damage, or whatever hits me takes damage. And a bunch of these things, these Christmas objects, which improve stats for 15 minutes. I don't know if these stack or not. They probably don't, but just in case they do, I put them together. And I guess I'll just leave my water candle in my inventory, but I don't... hopefully that doesn't count against me. You know what? Just in case having it in your inventory matters at all, I think I'll just drop it back off over here. Or, you know what? Actually, I was keeping it... I already forgot. I was keeping it in my piggy bank. Because sometimes, when I need to farm, I want to have a water candle around. Can't believe I got that Nimbus Rod. That was so freaking random. So we're going to try and use that for passive damage. And I guess I'll just show you the setup here since we're about to get started. Alright, we're now in the jungle. Everything is pretty much as good as it's going to get, as far as I can tell. I took just about every opportunity I could to try and do more healing and more damage output. So when you see the setup here, hopefully you'll see what I'm getting at. So we've got basically everything. We've got a honey bath here, so that's going to give me regen, as you can see up at the top. We've got a campfire, we've got crystal heart lamps, we've got, I think, a total of 4 of these. I've got teleporters, so I can go back and forth from one end to the other to my little arena. And I've got these heart statues, I don't know if I said this already, hooked up to a 5-second timer, so they're just going to keep spitting out candy canes, which I'm going to try to use to replenish my health as things get dire. And I'm sure they will. I mean, you can see my regen is kind of like off the hook compared to what it usually is. But we're still going to have to contest with all of these random enemies showing up, and it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. I also did another little thing. You can see this is from one side to the other. I put a bunch of areas that are sort of like perforated areas on the landscape to try and trap enemies. And what I'm hoping is a lot of these will fill up with fish or wasps or jellies or whatever the hell wants to live there. And essentially that's going to make things a little easier because it means that the respawn points will be taken, and hopefully there will be less enemies on screen at the same time. So for that to happen, I would kind of have to act like a filter. A freaking another tattered bee-wing. I've gotten so many of these wing drops lately. I think I've got like 4 of the moth dust and like 4 or 5 of the wings, so it's pretty weird. I don't know what's up with my luck lately with that. So you can see I'm taking a lot of damage, but I'm also regaining all my health almost instantly. So I feel like if I'm going to have a chance, this is going to be the way to do it. I've sealed off every other area. What just hit me there for like 38? That was random. Is there like something under this honey? No. That must have been just a hornet wasp or something I didn't see. Or a hornet stinger, I mean. Well, I mean, we can get started whenever. I was just going to see if I could get more of the enemies stuck into these holes. Well, most likely they're all going to disappear anyway once I get to the other side of the room, so my plan, keep shooting them with bullets, try and get this Nimbus rod going. I also have the poison rod. I guess I could throw that out too if I want to put that in. Light discs are probably going to be pretty inconsequential. And I only have a little bit as far as healing items go. But I don't know, I should probably not belabor this anymore. Oh, and I used the Lucky Ranger emblem. So plus 15% increased range damage. My helmet's going to give me another 16%. What is that light going? What is going on in the left side of my screen right now? Please don't crash my game, whatever you're doing. Some kind of weird glitch or something. And then 20% chance not to consume ammo, which is kind of a big deal considering the Mega Shark itself already has 50% chance. So this is like 70% chance that I'm not going to consume ammo every time I fire. I'm pretty happy about that. So I think we're about as good as we're going to get. I could go drench myself in honey one more time, and then we can get things underway. I kind of want to get rid of these guys, though. These are these trapper things, the angry trappers. They're very angry. I mean, it says it in their name, but they're not kidding. And, of course, we're going to have a tortoise. So I've got to go beat up this plant thing in the center here with a pickaxe, and then the fight will be active. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think we should just give it a shot. If I screw it up, I screw it up. It's probably going to be the end of the episode, though, if I do, because I'm going to have to farm for a while to be able to get enough to build more of everything, really, including my bullets, I think, which is kind of the most important thing. Somebody said I should use crystal ammo. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Plantera has awoken. Let's see how it works. Is it going to... Oh, freaking right on top of me there. Okay. Well, we've got our clouds out. Let's get him... Oh, he's actually way slower than I was expecting. Alright, so we're going to hit him with that, and then we're going to just start beating him up with bullets. And that is a lot of damage that we're hitting him for. I should also use my buffs. So now I've got a million things happening on that side of the screen, and then we'll just make sure we stand on the pad when we teleport, and then we're actually able to give ourselves some space, start over again on the other side, and I should go hang out in the honey for a while. Yeah, alright, I was expecting him to move a lot more like Skeletron, like being really quick. This doesn't feel like I'm really in too much danger, but I should not speak this early because I have a long way ahead of me yet. When he gets to half point, he's going to start switching it up, and he's going to start shooting out some projectiles that I'm told I'm supposed to be quite afraid of. Oh yeah, those would be those projectiles. I see them now. Make sure I stay in the honey as long as possible. This is great. I can actually beat him while... Oh, okay, yeah. He's a little faster now. I can shoot him... And I don't even have to see him on the screen. It's pretty nice. I should have made these freaking, just, you know, the buttons that, wow, my head is freaking crazy right now. Trying to multitask and I can't do it. The sensors that when you step on the thing, it trips the activator. Alright, I feel like this is kind of in the bag. I'm not even that worried about it now. I'm not even trying to shoot him all that much now. Oh, kind of trapped myself there. I was kind of expecting for some reason when he hits me that it was basically going to kill me almost instantly. Not sure why I thought that. But I would say that we're very likely to be successful here. Just keep trailing him around, I suppose. What is that little rose that's underneath him? Or her? There we go. Plantera has been defeated. Screams are echoing from the dungeon. We've got a temple key. And we have completed one of the last huge challenges before, you know, now everything is hard mode. The thing we're waiting on is the dungeon. And now we can actually go there and experience the full breadth of destruction. We've got the grenade launcher, which I don't know if that's a good thing. It's an agile grenade launcher. Or agile? Yeah. Is that how you spell agile? For some reason that doesn't look right to me. I think I'm having a migraine at the same time, so give me a little bit of a break on that. And we also got a Plantera trophy, which is kind of awesome. So all things considered, that couldn't have gone much better. I didn't even feel like it was in any major danger through the entire fight. So that's that. The only thing now is if I want to fight it more, is there any way for me to get him back here? Well, I guess I would have to drag him through the jungle, which now that I know he's a little bit slower than I was expecting is probably going to be possible. And I didn't even freaking use 300 bullets. I used, like, almost the full stack when I fought Skeletron. So that's quite nice to know. So I guess if I could just find another bulb, I could probably just fight him again right now. What would be the advantage to that, though? I guess just having another key. Because he doesn't really drop any specific or special ores. I guess now that I have access to the dungeon, though, I would be able to go get ectoplasm, which I think is going to allow me to get to some of the secret stuff or the special stuff at the end of the game. Well, I don't know what we should do then. So I could go look for more orbs, or more bulbs, I guess we're calling them. And then I guess I could try and drag one back here, if that is a thing that I can find. I'm sure I've found like 2 or 3 of them other than that one. And I had this sealed off on purpose, so that way these guys didn't all get in my way. Once I get out of this area, though, things are going to get a little icky. Because I'm not going to have the protection of all my regen items anymore. Although I still have all of those buffs. Man, I didn't even break through my one set of buffs yet. That's crazy. Oh, there's another bulb right there. Okay, well, I guess we could just whack that thing and then just go right back up, seal the back side off, and... This is a weird sentence that I just made. There's some spores. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, look, Plantera's awoken. Didn't expect that at all. Well, it seems like it gives me plenty of time to get out of there. And let's get back up. And then I'll have an extra temple key, and I guess I could craft that into one of the special chest ones. Oh, did I get rid of all my mud? Almost. Is this new boss music that I don't remember hearing? Interesting. Forgot to cast the Nimbus Rod a second time even, so... Very strange course of events. Are you gonna show up here, buddy? He's probably trying to track me, just kind of slow. There he is. Or she is. Are you coming up? What are you doing down there? Get up here. We're having a party without you. There's like crazy metal going out. Can you hear that? Come on now. Well, I can't hit you when you're through the wall. Would you kindly come up here, please? Doesn't seem to like that. Oh, I think it made it through. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I guess I'm just supposed to drop it on its head. Alright, fair enough. Let's defense, debuff, and then get back to Mega Sharking. We'll play a little bit more, I was going to say conservatively, but it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? I was going to play a little bit more bold, running around, not worrying so much, because look at his health dropping. It's crazy. Oh, you know, the other thing is because I have the 70% chance not to use ammo, so it's not like I actually only use the 300 bullets, it's just that I have a much better chance of being in a good position with things the way they are. Did I have... Oh, I'm out of my honey buff. Yeah, really should have made those sensor pads, pressure plates. Do I want to kill those little edges, the little end hand grabbers? Does that help me a lot? They don't seem all that dangerous. Yeah, this is kind of cheesing this fight, isn't it? I've got so many advantages now, it's like, what else can you really ask for? But as with pretty much every boss, I've kind of assumed that it's actually harder than it is. So I come out ahead at the end, so I really can't argue with that. I could probably not even, like, leave that area. I could probably just start firing from the teleporter. I don't know why you just got stuck over there. Oh, you left your hand. What are you doing, you dingus? Can I hit you from this far away? Apparently. Well, we're done again. Any better drop this time? Grenade launcher, temple key, rocket, greater healing potion. You know, I don't even get anything special out of it, do I? Other than that grenade launcher, that seems to be it. Well, I heard there was a chance for another type of weapon that could happen as well. But I don't know where it is or how to get it. Or what it is, I should say. So now the next thing I need to consider is I either want to go to... Oh, look, I just got another turtle shell. I either want to go to the dungeon or I want to try and check out the key, which is going to allow me access to fight the golem, I suppose. Is like a little dungeon that shows up in the planty areas. Don't know where the door is for that, though, so it means I'm going to have to explore in the jungle a little bit for that. And I think I've checked out most of this biome by now, so I'm not really sure where it's going to be. I mean, I've gone all the way to the bottom. This thing is freaking huge. As you can see, it keeps going and going and going. So I have, like, no clue at all where to begin looking for that. I mean, I guess I should probably just kind of, like, pick a direction and go in it. And just hope that I find stuff. I don't know, there's a little bit of maybe, is that honey over here? It's a lot of ground to cover, so I don't know. If you guys have any tips on how to, like, find the next area of where I want to be to get to the temple gate, that would probably be useful, because otherwise I'm just going to be kind of blindly stumbling around in the jungle. Hey, the cyborgs arrived. Neat. Alright, that means we should have every single NPC finally after all this time. And I made a little path through here. I forgot if I showed this already, but you can actually just go straight over to the beehive area, which is what I was using to get that honey. Because I had to take like 6 buckets worth of it from the beehive back over here. It's a useful thing to have. I think having that extra little buff did make some kind of an appreciable difference. I just find, like, you get as many opportunities as you can, you get as many advantages, and you just stack them on top of each other, and then all of a sudden you can't really lose anymore. And those are the odds that I like. Still haven't built myself a chlorophyte farm. I think I'm going to have to do that pretty soon. It seems like I just need more and more of this stuff, and then I haven't even gotten into building shroomite armor. I don't know if I even want to build shroomite armor, but aside from the fact that I just want to build everything, I mean... So, yeah, I'm going to probably do that pretty soon. Get that done, and hopefully be able to generate enough that, you know, with the combination of that and my mushrooms... in my mushroom farm, I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah, there's quite a bit of it here. And off I go again, because I can't freaking explore for 5 seconds without starting to harvest stuff. This goes up to the surface, so I'm not sure why I want to go through here. And I haven't really seen any indication as to where the temple might be. So, again, I think it's just going to end up being one of those things where you just wander aimlessly. Unless there's a specific way, maybe there's a tool or some kind of a gauge or something I can build that's going to help me out with finding that. But I'm going to ask you guys if you could give me a little bit of help with that. That would be awesome. Or if you even have a suggestion as to, like, what direction you think I should look in. Because right now it just seems like it's all up to being open. If not, no big deal. You know, I'll just take my time and explore. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Even if I just have to cover every square inch of the map. Certainly not going to be the most fun thing to do, but... at the same time, I do enjoy a good exploration fest. And that seems like a perfectly reasonable reason to do it. Oh, there's a bunch of chlorophyte. That's the other thing. That's like, I can't I can't seem to restrict myself. Like, I just want to look for the temple, but at the same time, I'm not going to be able to control myself from going and grabbing all of this ore every time. So this makes this probably not an ideal thing to do on camera. And I guess I should also make note on the map if I run into any more bulbs, because I'm probably going to need to make about, like, 5 more temple keys, or 4 more temple keys or something. There's another bulb. Alright. Well, let's put a bunch of torches around it or something. That way it should be hopefully easy to find again if I need to. Although, seeing a bunch of torches is not necessarily going to be super obvious on the map. If I put a pile of them, I think if they're highly concentrated, that might help. Whatever. Good enough. Oh, look at all that chlorophyte right there. And I'm gonna die, though, so I should probably not keep going deeper. Why don't I'll just teleport back out, and then we'll start to break down some of the stuff we picked up. Grenade launchers. Multiple grenade launchers. Okay, there's our magic mirror. Really cool that we found that Nimbus rod, too. I can't get over that. Such a random bit of luck there. Oh, and our mushrooms are all back again. What is this turkey bonus here? Well fed. Oh, from picking up the Christmas bonus items. Or using them, rather. Yeah, the mushroom farm has been slow going, but I'm certainly glad I did it. And I'm glad I did it when I did it, because if I would have waited a lot longer, probably wouldn't be as close as I am to actually having enough mushrooms to do what I need to do with them. We're at 700 now, so I need about another 100, which is not going to take me all that long. Why don't we go try out this grenade launcher outside for just a moment, see what that looks like. I think somebody said it's not all that good, but what are you going to do? Alright, that doesn't actually blow up terrain, right? It's just, yeah, just damaging. Oh, it looks kind of nice. Looks like the type of thing you could use to cast a little bit of light on ore if you're trying to dig around in the middle of everything. Did we ever figure out what this thing does? There's like a bunch of different crafty things that I haven't figured out yet. There's also another one I can buy, I think. Oh, and my witch doctor died before, and you moved back in home. I meant for you to move back to the lake house that I built you. So what does Beta sell us? Nanites, which are a material, a proximity mine launcher, and a rocket. Alright, so I don't know what rockets are for yet. I guess rocket launchers. Is that what I was launching out of this grenade launcher? Maybe that's just the ammo for those. That's kind of reasonable, actually. And we got a whole bunch of healing potions, so that's good news. Anything else from this? I think that was probably the only major item. I mean, the temple keys are awesome. I could probably go make a chest key right now if I really wanted to. If I have enough. What do they take again? Let's talk to our craftman here. Right. So 5 Souls of Fright, Might, and Sight makes the ice one. Hallowed, Crimson, Corruption. I mean, I know where I think almost all of them are, right? Oh, and I need to make this one for certain. Oh, no. That's all for the... Okay, so the key, just the way it is right now, is what I use to get into the temple, but then I modify it with all of these things. And it looks like it's pretty much the same set. Fright, Might, Sight for all of them. Is that true? Fright, Might, Sight. Yeah, I guess I just put 5 of each of those, and I just decide which key I want. Well, that's kind of exciting. I guess I could just do that once. Even though I'm not going to be able to go redeem it right now. Fright. Might. Right, I get it. It's like, for each boss, you get 5 from that. So it's like kind of proving that you've beaten everything. And then I should, unless I might have to craft it in a special place or something. I probably have to do it like a demon altar or something like that. Right, isn't that all I needed? Oh, I need the mold, right, and I don't know where I get the molds. So actually, I can't do anything with those. Never mind. False alarm, sorry about that. Did I get a bunch of... I didn't even get a bunch of gold from fighting that boss either. Huh. Well, that is peculiar, and almost have enough that I can only just have 1 stack. But I'm sure if I fight the twins again or something, which I should probably do, it'll be much easier now that I have a long-range solution, as well as this helmet and everything. Oh, you know what else I found that was kind of cool? I'm sort of dragging this out, but at the same time, kind of wanted to show you. It's not in here. Not in there. Ah, it's on the first chest, right. I found an ancient cobalt breastplate, which has a slightly different look to it from the traditional cobalt one, which is a much brighter blue, as you can see the difference here. Kind of like the old one. It looks a little bit like faded denim or something. Not like I really need denim armor or anything, but, you know, kind of a different look. And that's neat. So I don't know if I'm ever going to find the rest of that set or anything, but it is cool, and I like having them together. As well as I also have these ancient shadow greaves and scale mail, so I'm working on my collection here. So I think that's going to be it, guys. I think this is all I have planned for you for today. Next episode, I suppose, if I can find this temple, we'll have a plan for that. And if there isn't an episode tomorrow that goes up, you'll know that I probably got lost in the jungle and it took too long. So anyway, if you'd leave your comments, let me know what to do, what you'd like to see coming up soon, and I will definitely make adjustments for how we can make that happen as soon as possible. Thank you, of course, for all your support in making it through this point. We're certainly quite far in Terraria now. There's only, like I said, a handful of things that we still need to conquer. The temple, the dungeon in hard mode, of course, and the various different moons, being the frost moon and the hollowed moon, or the Halloween moon, or the pumpkin moon, I guess is what we're officially calling it. And that's really the majority of the content that's left. But I'm told the frost moon is extremely, extremely difficult. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm still looking forward to crafting all the stuff that I haven't made yet. Working on the archive, getting all of our chests sorted out and filled up as much as we can, and maybe making a hoverboard pretty soon as well, because I should have enough to, you know, buy the auto hammer, get the shroomite stuff happening. Actually, how much money do I have right now? 5 platinum and 23 gold. Yeah, I mean, I could spend 2 right now if I really wanted to and buy the auto hammer, but I don't know if it's really worth it. I might need to wire... No, you know what, I'm not gonna make a teleporter that goes to the dungeon. That took way too long to do it to the jungle. I don't really want to do that ever again, so... Unless I find myself really bored, I don't see that happening, but... Anyway, that's going to do it for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for leaving your support, as you always do, and continuing to make this series as awesome as it has been. It's completely by your support that I've been able to do as much as I have here, so please do continue leaving the love. Now I'll continue making episodes, and everybody will be happy, and have a lovely day. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.